As we all know, in March of 2011, there was a terrible tsunami and earthquake and series of disasters in Japan.
So several of the faculty from the Reischauer Institute for Japanese Studies at Harvard brought some people together to brainstorm what they could do in response to the disaster.
They had seen some of the work that we've been doing, creatively thinking about the future of archives.
And they also invited a couple of graduate students, one of whom had heard of the MetaLab and was excited about trying to do something that was more forward-looking than traditional responses to these sorts of things.
And they were interested in building a digital archive after these events.
I think the initial idea was really how could the material around the disaster be archived and put in cold storage for scholars in decades and centuries to come.
They knew very astutely that today events, the information that is captured and that is transmitted about them is in large part digital.
When we were brought into the conversation, our reaction was, why do we want to wait 20 years or 50 years for people to have access to this information?
Events in their nature has changed dramatically over the last years, and that when something like the tsunami takes place, you have millions of tweets, you have all these photographs posted online, videos, recordings, all this digital information.
Why shouldn't we think about trying to provide immediate access and make this an open and living archive?
The web and digital media automatically stores information, and to think about what becomes possible with actually bringing this information together shortly after a major event, making it accessible to people in that nation and around the world to reflect upon the experiences, to add new responses to that, and to really treat the archive as a living, breathing public space, a place that allows for people to reflect and to kind of construct and map memories of an experience like what happened in Japan last year.